And during the second day of testimony in the Michele Fiore criminal wire fraud trial, witnesses detailing payments made to and from the local politician inside the federal courthouse. We thank you for joining us at 6. I'm Brian Loftus.
And I'm Denise Valdez. Some high-profile Las Vegans are testifying, including a very familiar attorney, David Chesnoff. Now, the government is putting on its case that Fiore misused money that was intended for a statue of a slain police officer. 8 News Now investigator Kyle Payne has more from downtown Las Vegas.
In federal court Thursday, federal prosecutors followed the money through a series of witnesses who testified about cash payments and checks presumably written by federal defendant Michele Fiore. Here's Fiore on her way out of the federal courthouse Thursday after a string of witnesses testified about 2 Fiore entities, a political action committee called Future for Nevadans and a nonprofit. Tommy White, business manager of the local 872 Teamsters Union, seen here leaving court after he took the stand, explaining to the jury that he'd written a check from 2 charities to Fiore, both in response to an email she had written seeking donations for statues and memorials for 2 police officers killed in the line of duty. The email said that 100% of the donations would go to that cause, according to White, but prosecutors pointed out, and White confirmed, he wrote those checks after one of those statues had already been unveiled. Earlier in the day, the jury heard from this state employee who testified about filings Fiore made for the 2 organizations at issue in this federal case. Also on the stand, an event planner at Emerald at Queensridge, a wedding venue where prosecutors say Fiore's daughter got married. That planner testifying the wedding cost $26 grand and that someone had made certain payments in cash toward that wedding. The jury of 14 also heard from one of Fiore's landlords, who prosecutors showed checks for her monthly rent of $2,450 out of 2 different accounts. While many of those witnesses testified about cash and check payments made by Fiore, none of them have connected the dots to any particular Fiore accounts. Reporting in front of the federal courthouse, Kyle Payne, 8 News Now.
Now, one of the several allegations against Fiore is that she misused donations from now Governor Joe Lombardo's campaign when he was a candidate for sheriff.